Okay, Marco's question. He said, do I pay off debt that has a high balance but low interest rate, or a lower debt amount with a slightly higher interest rate? My initial reaction is that I should just take out the high balance debt. So can you talk about how he should make this decision or the different ways of tackling this? Because I would go so far as to say there's not one way.
There's not one way. And if I'm understanding Marco's question right, he's asking, hey, should I do the debt avalanche or should I do the debt snowball?
Exactly.
Right?
So can you talk about what those are?
So when it comes to debt payment, there are generally two schools of thought. One is called the debt snowball. This is popularized. I don't want to say it was founded by, but it's certainly been popularized by Dave Ramsey and the Ramsey Solutions Organization. And it's this idea that behaviorally, we need small wins. So what I do is I don't pay attention to interest rate. I just focus on the smallest balance. And I'm going to pay the smallest balance off first. I'm going to knock it out. And then once I knock it out, I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply it to the next smallest balance. I'm going to knock it out. I'm going to take that and apply it to the next smallest balance. I'm going to knock it out. And behaviorally, what that allows you to do is it allows you to build momentum and it gives you small wins. I'm not going to downplay that because we do know that 80% of personal finance is behavioral, right? Like 80% of what we do is actually behavior. It's not math and numbers and statistics. So debt snowball is a solution, is a great solution. Now, here at the Money Guy Show, we assume that for the most part, most of you out there, you kind of got the behavior down. So if 80% of personal finance is behavioral, we're going to speak to the 20% of folks who have the behavior down and they really want to know the math. And mathematically, when it comes to satisfying debt, if you were to do a spreadsheet and run it out and have the exact same cash flows, the debt avalanche would suggest what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay down my highest interest first. Because really all I care about is the interest cost that I'm bearing because that's the money that I'm losing. So the next $1 that I pay, I want to pay that $1 to satisfy the highest interest rate. And if I pay $1 to satisfy 20% interest versus $1 to satisfy 2% interest, I'm going to save more money by satisfying the 20%. Make sense? It's just pure mathematics. You have to have the wherewithal and the staying power to be able to do that because there's a chance that your highest interest balance might be a really big balance. So you might be paying on that for a long time before you ever actually satisfy. Now, in terms of actual interest cost that you are saving, debt avalanche, all else equal, will save you more interest than debt snowball. But personal finance is personal. You have to figure out which one makes the most sense for you. Which one will give you the highest likelihood of being able to satisfy these debts. So I'm going to say there's not a right or wrong answer, right? That's where my stance is right now. If you want to do the debt snowball, great, do it if you're going to do it. If you want to optimize the mathematics and you want to pay the least amount of interest possible, do the debt avalanche because debt avalanche will accomplish that. But if you need the wins, that's okay. What we care about more is the mindset than the method. We want you getting out of debt. We want you paying it off. We want you getting rid of it. We want you to do what is necessary so that you can live a better tomorrow, so that your future looks brighter than your present. Either way that get you there, we're on board.
Yeah, as long as you pick one and know what you're picking and then stick to it.
Stick to it.
Get out of debt, celebrate that. I think either way is totally valid.
That's it.